Yep, we'll play first against Rakdos. Still got 11 minutes left to finish this one game, so that should be plenty of time. Sorry, talking constantly for ages does bad things to throat. I think this is keepable. It's got the card that I sideboarded in to beat. I sideboarded out a I forget what I sideboarded out. I sideboarded out Cobble Brute, by the way, dies to a load of his removal, doesn't really do anything. It's got some cards that I sideboarded in. It's got the Concord of Pegasus. It's got 2 of my 3 colors of mana and an action injunction. I mean, don't all my hands just have an action injunction. Still haven't quite worked out what lands I want to lead with in this deck. Didn't bother to look at my 2-drops for like the 5th time in a row. Since he didn't play a 1-drop, and I haven't seen any 2-drops with haste, I'm going to miss on my 2-drop, and then make my 3-drop. I mean, my 3-drops are a lot better than my 2-drop. I've got Skylight, I've got... Do we just sphere that? It's a really powerful spell. Yeah, if we're going to sphere it, we can do it in the future. For now, let's get our beats on. Let's just make flyers over and over again until the game is over. I mean, we could have detained that later, but we can detain it any time with an action injunction, so I don't see the point. Aha! Our battle horn should come in handy sooner or later. We ain't blocking. I want to draw lands my battle horn here, so I'm actually going to just in-action injunction that, because if I draw a land, I can then play the Pegasus, which isn't a great play, but it is a play. I'm still probably taking... well, no, that's the first strike. Yeah, I forgot about the first strike. Again, Sphinx should be good. If I can draw another land here, I think I'm fine. Ugh. He's going off as Rakdos decks do over there. The 3 life is important because I was trying to race with my flyers. Now that's less of a possibility. I'd say I can play my 1/4 with the fact that he can then shrink blockers. It's me shuffling cards, if you can hear that in the background. I can just sphere his guild. His guild mage makes everything awkward. If I just sphere his guild mage now, that gives me, I think, the best chance. And then attack with the Pegasus. I mean, I think I'm going to face facts. This sphere is not going to be the 2-for-1 it was last game every game. And play it as an O-ring, a bad O-ring. Yes, I do. I would love to use that ability. And smash with the Pegasus. Don't smash with the Lev Skylight here. Happy to trade it for the Rakdos Hellhound. If he offers the trade. And he gains 3 life off that exchange. Not trading the chumping anything with the Pegasus, so not attacking with it. So happy to trade with the Hellhound. No, taking 3 is so bad, I go down to 11. So yeah, just trading off my flyers for his damage, and then, because I've got the late game sewn up, because if this game goes really, really long, I can play my Sphinx, and that's going to be huge. If the game goes to my next land drop, I can play my Battlehorn, that's going to be huge. I say huge, it's like a 4-3, but 4-3 will do, because it's a 2-for-1. It eats his key rune, and then hopefully trades for his Hellhound. Removal for my Skylight? No, just waking up the rune. Sure. Removal for my Skylight? I think he's got Augustbury in hand. Because he was thinking, I can't remove his Skylight with Augustbury. And then, was he always playing blue? Anyway, enough of me being a real idiot as to even what colours my opponent's in. Here I'm going to hold back the Pegasus, because as previously stated, he's got an Augustbury. And my Pegasus allows me to, because I'm on the land, they're not the executors, to block his Stealer. I could attack with the Skylight, but no, I'm playing it for the long game here. I don't feel like he has enough removal to get his Stealer through my 3 blockers. He could have the O, but that doesn't hit non-flyers. So if he Street Spasms, he can only kill Frostborn Weird. Which is bad, don't get me wrong. I love my Frostborn Weird, don't kill my Frostborn Weird. I'm going to draw a land. Do you know what's going to happen? I'm going to draw a land, and it's going to be Transguild Promenade. I'm just gonna... Well, that's not the worst, because next turn I'm playing my Vassal Soul anyway if I don't draw land. Unless I draw an Action Injunction, in which case I an Action Injunction, probably the Hellhound. Hope to draw land. If I draw land, play the Vassal Soul. Anyway, enough of what I might be drawing. Onto his Cobble Brute. More things for my Battlehorn to trade with, hopefully. He's left up his Augur Spree, which we still firmly believe he has, by the way. Yep, still very happy trading my Skylight. You can gain your 3 life. Yep. Also, doesn't have Electrickery in hand. If he had Electrickery in hand, he'd never do that. Because he'd just Electrickery my guy away. But he wouldn't have thought about anything else if he had Electrickery in hand. Still thoroughly convinced that he has the Augur Spree, still happy to play my Battlehorn. Because, well, then he has to Augur Spree in response to the Battlehorn trigger. Which means he has to Augur Spree before he gets a chance to know what he's drawing next turn. And I'm fine with that, since he tapped his black mana unnecessarily for Cobble Brute. If he hadn't done that, well, he wouldn't have the mana up then. Or he wouldn't have had the thing up, to be more precise. So perhaps he doesn't have the Augur Spree, since I have a feeling he would have wanted to get the Bat-Horn off the table there. He can't put me on having much better creatures than already out. Or if not the Bat-Horn, then the weird. More than happy to trade. I've said before, this is a trade willing to make. Means my Bat-Horn was a straight up 2-for-1. 2 pretty dirtly things, but therefore my 1 pretty dirtly thing. And he's got a Jailbreaker. Okay, 4-4 can attack. It's almost as if it doesn't have Defender at all. Almost as if. Yeah, I'm just going to play my Elocutors. This changes the game so much, because now he's just desperate to get any damage through he can. I mean, he has been already. But now it's crystallized in a way. So this next turn when he attacks with the Jailbreaker, I think I'm not going to block with the Elocutors. Because if I draw land, I get the big old Sphinx out there, which makes the attack even more clearly telegraphed. The Augur Spree, which I'm still putting him on. Yeah. Here he wants to get my Elocutors off the table. I mean, he could just want to deal 4 damage to my face. But, no, I mean, he could have any one of a number of removal spells that kills my Elocutors. Here he doesn't get a Filibuster counter, because I haven't got any yet. And if I can just make enough chump blockers to have enough Filibuster counters to win the game, then that's how this game's going to go. That's how it's going to go down. More gates, sure. Still got the one of Augur Spree in hand, sure. Up to 1 Filibuster counter, 7 minutes on the clock, still got time. Inspiration, ooh. That's a tough draw. I mean, if I draw like land and Action Injunction, it's easy, but land there would have been so much better than Inspiration. Or like anything, like an Action Injunction, land, I say anything. One of those 2 spells. So here, if I play Stealer of Secrets, yeah, I'm going to play Stealer of Secrets. And then if he attacks with just the Gatebreaker, I'm going to triple block it. No, wait, I don't have to, because I leave up double Frostborn Weird activation. So I can just double block it with Frostborn Weird and Stealer of Secrets, make them both 2/2s. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. I could just jump it. I could. If I triple block, he only gets to kill 1 of my 3 guys. Yeah. Assuming he doesn't have a trick. If he has the Augur Spree, which I've been putting him on, he gets to eat 1 of my guys with Augur Spree and then 1 of my guys with Augur Jailbreaker, which makes it just a chump and an Augur Spree. And since I was considering chumping anyway, fairly fine with that. If he also attacks with the Stealer of Secrets, then it gets interesting. But I think I put the Elocutors on the Stealer of Secrets. Because if he has a trick, because the Stealer of Secrets doesn't have First Strike, if he has a trick, I'm still trading the Elocutors for the Stealer. And my guys for his Jailbreaker. Yeah. If he has multiple tricks, that's still kind of fine. I mean, he eats my Elocutors and, say, Frostborn Weird. But then I can get back with Stealer, which puts me that much more likely. Oh dear God, he didn't attack? Oh, that's fabulous. That's like a free Filibuster counter. I don't even have to complicatedly work out all my blocks and what my strategy is. I just get another Filibuster counter,